They're outside feeding the chickens. Again. I've already fed the chickens their like regular food. But every time we cook anything, make anything, next thing we know, they're outside feeding them. What are you feeding the chickens now?
Oatmeal.
That's our breakfast.
You got breakfast.
You made extra so you could feed the chickens?
Chicken lives matter. Alright, this is a serious commercial message.
Chicken lives matter?
Millions of chickens die every year. Alright? Very sad. Help provide freedom for chickens today.
Bring them to our house so you can feed them oatmeal?
Chickenfreedom.org.
Chickenfreedom.org.
Alright, can we go do Bible please and eat our breakfast? Alright, give your chicken a kiss and let's go. Okay, stop. Alright, come on, let's go do Bible and eat our breakfast. Wash your hands please, okay? Yes.
They're not dead.
Go wash them.
They're not touching it.
So we did Bible, they did their watercolor journaling. Travis, our teen, has gotten most of his independent studies done. Lily, our big kid, is finishing up her independent study stuff now. We played hangman to practice her spelling words, so that was fun. And then Virginia, our little one, her and I worked on her letters. She is doing fantastic. And then she loves playing Some Dog for her math skills. So she has been playing Some Dog and doing really well with that. So they finished that up. They're having an apple and some peanut butter for a snack. And then we're going to actually put off doing our Good and the Beautiful lesson, like how we usually do it now. And we're going to wait and do it later in the day because I just checked my tracking label and it should be delivered today. So super, super excited to get those. So we'll do that lesson just when the book gets in. Not too bad. We were only a couple weeks late with having our stuff, but it was nice to be able to have the free PDF to work through to make sure that the levels that I had picked for them were really the levels they need to have. So that part is really great, and I'm really glad they offer that. We are going to do our monthly grocery shopping trip tomorrow, and I am going to put together a separate video or set of videos depending on how long they are, and we will break down literally our entire process, what we're getting, how we do it all, how much we spend, like everything. So I will share that separately. But today I need to do a little bit of work because we need to come up with what our menu for the next month is going to be. We usually change the menu a little bit each month so we're not eating. Some of the foods stay the same and then other ones change, but we've got to figure that out today so I can put together my shopping list. So we're still waiting to do Good and the Beautiful, which we'll get soon. We're going to do a math lesson here together with all of the kids in just a second. I have a few projects that need to be happening, and I'm not sure which ones we're going to hit first. So we got to sit down and figure that out. And then I want to sit down with our teen after our conversation we had yesterday and see kind of where all of that's at and what we want to do to get started on some nifty projects for him. So we've got to do that. And yeah, I think we're being fairly productive. Everybody seems pretty productive today. It's cooled down a little bit, so I'm hoping at the end, I think it's the end of this week, we're supposed to start getting some cooler temperatures. A lot of the projects I have, they're just outdoor projects that we need to do. And when it gets so hot and humid in the afternoon, none of us really want to go out there and do it. So it's kind of hard to stay motivated to get out and do this stuff when it is hot and nasty and we don't want to be out there. So trying to weigh that and see what projects we're going to get done. But otherwise, we're going to sit here and stalk the mailman for him to get here with the good and the beautiful, so I can show you guys those books, and then we will get that lesson done. So maybe I'll go round up the kiddos and we'll do math real quick. Okay, so I had to run out real quick because I am a horrible wife who totally forgot to get my husband what he needed for his lunch today. So I ran out to get him something. But on the way driving down our road, I saw the mailman. So it's like Christmas. I'm so excited because I know that our curriculum is in his little truck. So hopefully by the time I get back, he will have made it up to our house and we will have it. I feel, I don't know, it's not jealous, but sometimes I see homeschoolers pictures on Instagram, and they've got just stacks and stacks of all these boxes and all these books and all these things that they've ordered that are coming in, and it's like, ooh, let us do this big unboxing of all of these things that we've bought. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Well, we kind of keep things like minimalist over here, so I don't have like boxes and boxes of stuff to open up of all of these curriculum things we've ordered for our school year. There's like 2 books here and a couple books over here and a notebook, and that's really it. But then I have to remind myself that we've tried have a whole curriculum with stacks and stacks of books and all of this stuff, and my kids find it overwhelming. It isn't for them. Maybe that works for some people, having like a full 6 hours scheduled day with tons and tons of things to do. Like, if that works for you, that's awesome. Enjoy it. But for us, super overwhelming. We never got to it. And then I hated it at the end of the year when I just felt like, what the heck did I spend all that money on? Like, we didn't even touch this. We never even finished that, and then I'd find myself trying to push through all of this curriculum and all of these books just because I spent money on it, so I couldn't part with it because I wanted to make sure, I got my money's worth or whatever. But the kids were like, really? Do we have to do all of this? Like, I don't even care. And then I just found that we were getting frustrated because I was pushing them to do stuff that, they just were becoming overwhelmed by. So I guess just a little 2 cents in saying that if you feel like you need to have all the books, or, maybe you're lacking in something because you didn't order all of the stuff or whatever, it's probably okay, and your kids are most likely going to be just fine. But I think that's where I just have to constantly remind myself that when I have these doubts and fears, is it because I'm having a true conviction that I need to address? Or is that just my worldly self being overwhelmed by what I see others doing when really it's not that big of a deal? What are my kids truly learning from and growing with? If they're good and all of that's taken care of, it's probably just me being ridiculous, honestly. So I am excited. Our 2 books that we ordered will be in, and then we can do our good and the beautiful lessons in the book instead of me having to print them out, which again, I think I spent like 20 something bucks per book, and it saves me from having to remember and saves me the paper and ink of having to print out their pages all the time, and it keeps it all together and nice and neat, and I think it's totally worth the 20 whatever bucks per book that I got. So I'm gonna go home and see if it is hopefully in. We're going to eat lunch, and we've got to read Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Look what's here. You wouldn't know by the box, but this is our good and the beautiful curriculum. Woohoo! Hey Trav, guess what?
Yeah, what?
These are our new school books. You so excited?
No. But yeah.
No or yeah? Are you excited that our school books are here?
No, not excited. But that doesn't mean I don't want to not do school. Yes, I'm excited.
You don't get super excited when our stuff arrives? It's like Christmas.
You don't get super excited when a new Star Wars thing come out?
No. But a new Star Wars thing coming out isn't Christmas. Getting curriculum in the mail. This is Christmas.
I don't know if I should run off and say bookworm or nerd.
Little column A, little column B.
There you go.
Well, I'm excited. Now we can do our lesson.
Okay.
Have so much fun.
Okay.
Be lifelong friends.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
So, super exciting. Our Good and Beautiful books are here. I know some of you have said that you don't like using the Good and Beautiful. Totally fine. I am working to add in links on minimalisthomeschool.com, so that way if you're not using the Good and the Beautiful, you will have links right there in the school to spelling practice and writing activities, things like that. So I am working to try to get those on there as quickly as I can. Amidst the 7 million other things. So we liked it just because when we found it, the fact that you can get the free PDF online of the language arts program. I have not used any of the other programs. I've seen other families that do, and they look cool and they look awesome to go along with this, but we've never used any of them. Mainly because we usually don't do a lot with the other electives unless our kids are really into it, but we don't, do a lot, as you've noticed. I love that you can get the PDF completely for free, so you can go through the whole curriculum to see how you like it. I do not like when it comes to, the controversy due to the fact that Jenny Phillips, who created this, or creates this, is of the LDS faith. I don't like that, but I've never seen anything in the curriculum that bothers me about that. If we were to go through life and not pick up certain products because of the faith of the person who's creating it, we should have to clean out a lot out of our homes. So if that is something that you feel convicted about, that's totally fine. We've prayed over it. We don't personally have a conviction about it. No, Mormons are not Christians. It is not the same thing. Like, that's not the debate I'm trying to have here. I understand that it's different, but I haven't seen anything in the curriculum that I feel any sort of conviction or problem with. I know some people do, and that's totally fine. If the Holy Spirit has convicted you that way, then don't use it, of course. Listen to that. But just for our family, we found it. I had no idea there was even a controversy about a difference of religious opinions. I had no idea. I found it. It looked neat. I tried it for our kids last year. They love it, especially our oldest, who has suffered in this area all of our homeschool journey. Literally, we started homeschooling him in first grade. He is dyslexic. He gets very stressed and nervous when it comes to anything to do with language arts. And so when we found a curriculum that he loves and is doing so amazing with it, and for us, it works wonders. I love it. It is good. It is beautiful. It's very much enjoyable for our whole family. So I understand there is controversy when it comes to the religious part of it. I've personally never seen anything in here that comes up against our beliefs as Bible-believing Christians. So I don't know of anything. But again, if you feel that there's some issue, you feel some conviction about it, okay, don't use it. And we will have links on the website for those of you who don't want to use it, or maybe your kids don't like it. Another thing I've gotten when people talk about the Good and the Beautiful is they say, oh, it takes so long. We don't do all of this stuff. I understand there's like flashcards and all of these extra things. I get just the course book. We do just the lessons. I have downloaded the free readers, and the kids just sit. We have one computer. We have a laptop that the kids sit at the table and work off of, but then I have like a desktop computer that I do my work off of, and the kids just sit there and take turns and do whatever reading they need to do off of there, and it works fine for us anyways. But I don't do all the extra. We do the lesson, and that's pretty much it. We don't do all the extra stuff, so for us it's super quick. So we're doing level 1 and level 5 this year for our kids. Travis, who is our teen, I just really wanted him. He has struggled a lot, and I know the foundational stuff, some of that is kind of lacking for him, so I wanted to just keep his level down and really just keep going over it until we've hammered these things in for him. And again, this year is the first year that I am not seeing him with really any problem when it comes to the writing. Usually when he sees a writing assignment, it's like the world's gonna end. He just can't handle it. But this year, I've given it, it's his responsibility to go through, I do their checklist every day of what they have to do. It's his responsibility to keep track of all of it and get it all done. And every evening when I sit down and just review all their stuff, he's like on point. He's doing fantastic. So anyways, if you have not seen A Good and the Beautiful book before, all of the lessons for the whole school year are in this one spiral bound book. All of the pictures in it, they're all so pretty. It's very high quality. Look at that. And so this will go through for our teen. This will go through literature, grammar and usage, punctuation, art, geography, vocabulary, and writing, all in this one book that I spent $20 some odd on. And then for Lily, who is like I guess she'd be like a first grade level. We have her here on level 1. She'll go through phonics, reading, spelling, writing, literature, grammar and punctuation, and art appreciation. So we get all of that done here in this one book with one lesson per day. And they really, really enjoy it. I'll link a video on the end of the kids. They did like their review of The Good and the Beautiful the end of last year, and they love it. They love it so much. So we got those in, so that means that we can do their Good and the Beautiful lessons for today, which I'm excited about. Once that's done, that gives us this afternoon to do an elective if they feel like they want to do an elective. So we'll see. The girls are outside playing, and when they're off playing and enjoying and having fun, I really hate to stop playing to come in and do something. So I'll offer it to them, see what they want to do, see if they have an interest to come in. But otherwise, I think we've gotten it all done. I do want to bring Travis in here and share with you, kind of based off of our conversation we had with him yesterday and what we're going to do about it. Most people kind of, obviously the average attitude about raising a teen is usually kind of negative, like, oh, it's so hard, they really are horrible to deal with and all of this. And I just think that's bananas, and it's super crazy. And why are our kids great until they're teens? Like, yes, things change, but it doesn't have to be bad. And we kind of had a conversation, my husband and I, with Travis yesterday, kind of just discussing some stuff now that he's getting a little bit older, and he will be 14 here in just a couple weeks. So kind of going into that a little bit more, but he has been dying to sit down and talk with me about that and see what we're going to do. So if you give me a few minutes, we'll sit down and do that and share it with you. Maybe you're homeschooling a teen and kind of trying to figure out that whole, because it is different. It's not the same as having a little kid. They're getting older. We need to be preparing them for adulthood and all of that other stuff. And, they're maybe more wanting to do what they want to do and not just what you want them to do. So trying to navigate those waters of keeping them completely engaged and into what we're doing with the homeschool, but truly engaged, not just here and part of it because this is what you have on the list and it's what we have to do, but doing something that really does grab their attention and give them, a thirst to want to grow and learn and do these different things. So we're just trying to figure out with him how we're going to navigate that so that he's getting the stuff done that we know he'll need for when he's an adult, but also spending time in different areas that truly are of interest and will cause personal growth and development in him. So I will go grab him in a minute and we'll do that. Okay, you are being in a video, but I think it is worthwhile to do so. Most people have problems with their teens, right? And everybody talks badly about raising teens, and I don't think that's the case because you're like an awesome kid. Hi. So obviously we spend a little extra time working when it comes to your reading and writing and stuff, because that's just always stressed you out and bothered you. The dyslexia didn't help. Yeah. So we're working on that. But the other problem that we've had was just keeping you engaged, because it feels like you're goosing it up with your brother.
I haven't heard anything you said. What was that?
Okay. Keeping you engaged. So we talked about this yesterday, but you have a tendency now, you disappear a lot, you're off on your phone, off doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? Okay, which I'm sure most parents of teens can relate to. And that's fine. You can have your time to go and watch and do whatever, that's fine. But she wants you.
She knows what it is.
That's your brother. You just want your brother. Trying to find ways that we can have you more engaged and more engaged in real things that matter, right? I know you love Star Wars, you love video games, things like that, and that's fine. It's okay to have things. You're eating my hair. Things to have things. Things to have things. It is okay to have things that you enjoy. That's fine, but we want our focus to be on real things that actually matter, that will give you something more in your life, right? Okay? So one thing that he suggested yesterday that he really has an interest in is building. That's why he's always loved things, especially when it comes to like Minecraft and things like that. Being able to create, to build, to do just things in that kind of realm really is something that he truly, truly enjoys. So I would love to be somebody who gets to work on a bunch of projects and do things like that, but have just never really had a time and dedicated space and all of that to do it. So what if we work on setting you up so that you can truly spend time learning and practicing building and creating and doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so our thoughts on this, sorry, it's kind of all over the place. Our thoughts on this are, we have a barn down on our property that is kind of falling apart and kind of a hot mess.
Kind of.
It's really falling apart and really a hot mess.
Okay, there we go. That's more like
We've never really used it, and then it kind of became a space that my brothers that live with us kind of took over, and I don't know what to tell you.
There's a ripped up chair and a broken car down there.
Yeah, so
whatever that is.
But if we get that cleaned up and straightened up, okay, that would give you a workshop space. Okay, so step one, we need to clean up down there so that you have a space to actually
practice,
get in and do stuff. Then, thanks to the wonderful interwebs, I pulled up and started collecting on Pinterest, of course. I started collecting a bunch of different ideas of very just simple beginning woodworking projects. But projects like building things that people could actually use, right? Because you wanted things that are useful. So I started putting together some ideas with that. So what if I know we need to get the space cleaned up, but then as each week, let's just pick a different project, a different item that you can work on making. And then you can go through using the different tools, building the different things, learning different tips and tricks, learning how to sand stuff, stain stuff, paint stuff, right? All of the...
I know what sanding is. Isn't that when you're like trying to clean off the wood, like the flat board, to keep it from like giving you splinters and different things like that?
Yeah, it smooths it all down.
To try to smooth it up.
Yep.
Because I know when you're cutting, all those little wood chunks will start flying everywhere.
Yep.
On places you don't want them to be.
Yep. So we need to clean up the barn so that you can get in there and actually have a space to work. And then let's just start with different little projects, okay? And as you get going and doing it, maybe you'll realize that you don't like it as much as you thought you liked it, and that's fine. Maybe you realize you do like it as much as you thought you could. And then we can build really cool stuff there's a million things we need if we're going to start kind of fixing up this house.
Table, cabinets, chairs.
Yeah,
there's a better bench.
Yeah, so, but imagine if you got to be the one to build our dining room table. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what I'm doing?
What?
If I can figure out how fabric works and how to actually make things comfortable, I'm building us a better gaming chair. That's going to be another
So the funny thing is I pulled up plans of how to make like a simple couch because we put
now, as much as we should get a new couch since that one's breaking down, that couch is going in the gaming room because we have half a couch.
That's what I'm saying. So we moved our TV out of our living room and we put the TVs together in what was our like old dining room, so they could have like a game room where like their dad has his chair and the kids have this poor futon that we bought off of Amazon for Travis to sleep on when his grandmother was staying with us. But it is falling apart, and it is. I don't think
there's one basket under that couch that isn't broken.
It's horrible. We have it like held up by crates. It's a
plastic
hot mess.
Crates, and they're not even like full crates. They have like all kinds of holes inside them.
That's what the crates are. They have holes in them. So, anyways, it's one of those you're shaking everything. It's one of those where it's totally falling apart, and we really need to do something about it, but. Sure, add that onto the list of all the other things. So I did find plans though that did that, and that's what I was thinking of specifically for you to do that. So for you to keep you engaged and learning and growing, I mean, this could be something. Imagine if you got your 13, you'll be 14 in a couple weeks. Imagine if you got working on this now and every week dedicated time to work on this. I mean, you could create your own business and have everything up and going and be working and putting together. And besides, what an act of service and love to be able to learn a craft and use it to bless others and help others, which I think you would really enjoy, right? This is what we kind of talked about yesterday. So, talking with you and trying to figure out things that, instead of me just giving you things that we need to do, finding something that you truly are interested in and want to do. And then Daddy and I will help in setting up the stuff that you need to go off and do that and really grow in whatever that education skill set, is that you want to work on. So the first thing, though, that he had of interest when we said, all right, we need you more engaged. We need you not just off in your room on your phone. How are we going to get you engaged? And we don't mean all we're going to do is talk about Star Wars. It has to be something to do with real life.
I tell the girls about Star Wars.
He said woodworking. So that's where we are going to start and see what we can't start putting together with that. You like it?
Yes, I do.
You like it a lot?
Yes.
Okay.
I am a little scared though, because there is a small fear that I won't like it.
But you don't know that you don't like it if you don't try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it, but I'm definitely a little scared. Like, I really hope I like it and it's something I enjoy.
But if we get started
and chairs and stuff like that would be awesome.
Yeah. If we get started though, we get doing stuff, you're like, okay, this is really lame and I do not enjoy this at all. You have the right to say, yeah, not so much.
This is really lame. I don't enjoy this at all.
Hey, and worst comes to worst, I get my barn cleaned.
I need to learn how to build cabinets. Because if I can do that, you've accomplished life if you can build cabinets.
You could redo our whole kitchen.
Really?
I'll have those old cabinets ripped out in no time flat.
What could I use those new some good parts from the cabinets to make new cabinets?
Probably some of them.
Some doors and stuff like that. All right, that sounds good.
You like that?
Yeah. Only part I don't like is cleaning up the barn because that place is messy and it's scary. Do you know how many snakes could probably be living under all that crap?
And there's like wasp nests in there we gotta get out. And
spider webs galore.
I mean, some of the projects that we start on we can make up here, just outside.
Yeah.
But we're gonna, if you want to really do this and we want to make some big projects, especially when the weather's bad and getting colder, like, we need to get that barn handled. So, okay? So that's what we're gonna do for you. And I think it'll be pretty cool.
And Leia and Virginia are going to go play toys.
Yeah, but they need something. I mean, they're still little. And
they're also going to
so we'll still have our electives each week to do together as a family. But as far as just helping you build and fill that toolbox with the things that you need for adulthood, I think this will be a really good, first step in that direction. Yeah?
Yeah. This I'm excited, yeah.
Okay.
I can't make the excited emotion because, I get it from you to where I look like I'm dead most of the time. Cut!
Hey, girly girls. What? I was looking at my plants in the house and they desperately need to be watered. Do you want to help me bring them all outside and we can water Mama's plants?
Oh, yeah. I want to water mine.
Yeah, we gotta water all of them. No, stop.
Sorry.
Hey, Pickle Baby.
Do you want to help water the plants before we play our first round of soccer?
Look at all the leaves on the ground. It's
So
almost
the first
fall.
round, Virginia cheated, so we had to restart. And then the next round, we lost our ball.
No, you guys don't sound like you're doing too well.
Yeah,
Hey, Pickle Baby, you want to come help me bring all my plants outside so we can water Mama's plants?
Hey!
Hello?
Hey!
Hello?
Hey!
I don't know if that's a yes or a no.
Touching it!
Thinking nobody cares. Careful!
Hey, no touching it! This is a basketball! Let go of it! No touching it!
Homeschool kids learning how to play soccer. Off to a great start. Okay, well, I was noticing while I was sitting in our living room that my indoor plants really need to come outside and just get a good soaking. So I'm going to start dragging the plants out and get them watered so they can be happy plants. I have all of these plants back here that I got because I love checking out Lowe's and getting clearance plants. So I got gardenias for $3. Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. So I need to get those guys in the ground. I don't know if we'll get that done today, but at least get the plants inside pulled out and watered. Hey guys, girls. We've gotten all of our schoolwork done. We did not do an elective, but that's okay because nobody cares. They're out and doing fun running, playing some version of soccer games. So I don't think we'll do an elective today, but that's fine.
I want to do an elective.
Nobody wants to do anything until I get on the camera and say, hey, I don't think we're doing that because nobody cares. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, hey, what about the electives? So anyways, I think we're going to pretty much call it a day. Dinner is cooking in the crock pot today. Grocery list for the menu planning, all of that's been put together, so that's done. Yeah, I guess just water my plants, and I am tired. I think I need to go to bed early tonight. Water the plants, get that done, and I think that's it, guys. I know tomorrow is going to be a busy day because when I go and I do our monthly grocery shopping trip, it's like a whole day project. I mean, it's a whole thing. So to try to get school done and all of that tomorrow, we're going to be pretty busy. So I think today we'll just call it a day and let everybody play and have fun because that's what they're enjoying doing. Hope you guys are having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
They're just eating the seeds.
They ate all their food again?
Yep.
You guys eat so much food.
You fatties.
Look out.
Can I get in here?
No, you don't need to go in there.
But I want to
Are
hold
you
the
guys starving
turkeys.
again? All you do is eat. Eat, eat, eat.
Can I get in here and grab a turkey?
Hi, Miss Turkeys.
Hello, Daddy.
Yeah, they didn't like all the new stuff we put in their
Stuck
feeders.
a ball in there.
Look how big they're getting. They're growing up.
Can I go find
They're
our
getting
rooster?
so big.
Can I go
These
show
are
the
their
camera our rooster, Mom?
No, we don't know which one we're keeping for sure. Don't push on this.
No,
sweetie.
but the one that looks, that's...
Oh my goodness, they're so cute.